as Elon Musk has fully taken over Twitter and implemented some broad and sweeping changes, the narrative machine, shill brigades, mainstream media is on absolute full panic attack. Not even a day ago, they tried to remove Twitter from the App Store trending in hopes that Apple and other companies will remove Twitter from their app stores. Wasn't successful, but honestly, there's not a 0% chance that it won't happen, because a lot of people are seeing Twitter as a threat. And the left currently in general is absolutely freaking out with things that are happening on Twitter, especially the fact that people from the right that were previously banned for wrong thinking are now being en masse unbanned by Elon Musk, which is an absolute obvious problem. Because if you want to control the narrative, obviously you need to, well, the easiest way is to not let your opponent speak. And as we all know, Twitter is essentially the public square of political opinion. Even though previously Twitter completely denied that, the US Congress completely denied that, but now that Elon Musk has bought it, suddenly there's major concerns about interferences and bad things happening and free speech being a problem in general. And now because of all of this, we are seeing many attacks from the corporate shill media. And I would like to just share this example of how absolutely you can see how devastating it is that people can express their opinions, and their opinions are more long-reaching than actual journalists, even though you can't call them nowadays journalists. So here we have libs of TikTok. Recently in America, there were a couple of bad things happening, and obviously the rhetoric instantaneously became, well, words are bad and they cause physical violence. So a lot of mainstream media outlets try to blame Twitter for these things, then they try to blame libs of TikTok and absolutely everyone essentially that they didn't like, aka everyone on the right. Tucker Carlson got a little bit of that heat on him. Everyone on the right who they could blame, they tried to blame. And this is a phenomenal example of how they are doing things and why Twitter is such an absolute huge problem. So here we have a journalist who told libs of TikTok, hey, we gave you 15 hours to reply until we published the article. You didn't respond, so that's that. Suck it up. And libs of TikTok have to respond with a screenshot of the email that they sent her, saying you have 2 hours to respond. You see, because of platforms like Twitter, we know that journalists like Benjamin Gugin, aka from NBC, are completely full of shit and fake. And the best part about this is, these journalists have no idea how to deal with it, so they actually, for some stupid reason, double down. So, let me explain. Some of you don't probably know how this journalist trick works, but essentially, they write you an email, so you can respond, but they honestly don't want the response. For slander articles that blame Twitter accounts like libs of TikTok responsible for bad pew pew noises happening in America, they obviously want that libs of TikTok refuses to respond, because that insinuates guilt to a certain degree. And this is what they did. They sent an email to libs of TikTok saying you have 2 hours to respond. And after they publish an article. So they make it pretty clear in this email that you have 2 hours to respond. After these 2 hours, we're just instantaneously publishing the article. They don't publish the article. They actually publish the article after 2 hours. But the thing is, this is a very common journalist trick that they use and abuse, because they want that did not respond, because that makes you look guilty to a certain degree. So I'll give you all the scenarios. If libs of TikTok responds in 2 hours, it doesn't matter what the response is. They are just not going to use it. They're not even going to mention that they contacted the person, because they don't need to contact this person. They will just not mention that they even tried to contact. But she didn't respond. And they lied after that. They gave her 15 hours to respond. If she decided to respond after those 2 hours, it doesn't matter when the article is published. They will still write in the article, "We tried to contact this person. They did not contact." Even if they're 1 minute late, they still didn't respond because you gave them 2 hours. It doesn't matter when the article is published. That's how the game is played. They don't want your response, and they have ways to make sure that you do not respond. Either it's emailing you at the dead of night and giving you like 8 hours, which means that you're not even gonna be probably woken up by the time that you get this email, and things like that. It's pretty comical journalist thing. But the most funniest part is the fact that they doubled down on this. And a lot of actually people are eating this up. They're saying, "Oh, look at that. They said 2 hours to respond, but the article actually got published like a day or two after the fact they sent this email." Again, it doesn't matter. If Libs of TikTok responded to this email even a minute too late, they would still write "did not respond," "refused to respond," "withheld comments," or something like that. Most likely whatever makes them look the more guilty to absolutely nothing. This is the game they play. But the most hilarious part is probably the fact that they just double down. And this person obviously is an absolute piece of cake. I mean, yeah, you would expect someone like that to be the journalist. And my favorite part is probably how these journalists literally suck each other off constantly. They're all in this together. It doesn't matter if they're from different companies. They are still all there like a hive mind, ready and waiting for one thing. Look at this. This guy literally retweets fucking Taylor, I'm 49 years old, Lorenz. Absolutely fucking insane. And obviously Taylor Lorenz, being classic Taylor Lorenz, is attacking Elon Musk because, he obviously is also responsible because bad things don't like man, and things like that. Admittedly, the Elon Musk hate, hey, you can hate him for being a dick boss, but you can't exactly hate him for being stupid. There are so many people. I have seen actually a lot of videos calling Elon Musk an absolute idiot that fails at everything, yet he's a billionaire somehow. Strange. Okay, I guess. I guess a self-made billionaire is literally an idiot. It happens. The cope is absolutely insane in this case. But yeah, the mainstream media is afraid because Twitter is the town square for political discussion, a lot of discussion, and a lot of news cycles and so on. And a lot of people on the right are getting unbanned. The left no longer has an echo chamber where their voices will be amplified. The left no longer has absolute free reign over the narrative and can get trending anything they want. And with that, they are afraid. Because they don't know what to even do in situations like this when someone like Libs of TikTok can literally outshine them in absolutely every way, especially reach to people. They don't know what to do, and they're afraid, and they are trying to bite like a ravenous dog. Like and subscribe.